Tell me my religion was wrong. They tried to tell me to follow Islam. They said their prophet was a righteous dude, but I found out none of their words were true. I read the Quran and I read the Hadith, and the sickness of Muhammad was apparent to me. He justified perversion in the name of Allah when he married a girl too young for a bra. She was playing with dolls when the prophet came. Her childhood was stolen in Allah's name. Aisha was 9 when he took her to bed. Don't tell me that fool's not sick in the head. Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me.
The sickness of the Islamic mind
has caused some mullahs to be blind.
To justify their prophet, they will justify sin. So the sins of the prophet are repeated again.
All over the world in Islamic states, 9-year-old girls suffer cruel fate.
Sold into marriage to twisted men, and Aisha's sad story is repeated again. Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me. Do you care about women all over the world?
Do you care about those little girls?
Then stand up and fight for human rights. Speak out against the laws of Islam.
Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me.
Islam's not for me.
Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? How you doing? What you been up to? It's been a couple of days. I know. I was enraged yet again fairly recently by the media, so I had to make this thing happen again. You know, they made me do oh, damn it. Sorry, hold on. What the F, man? What the F? That's the problem when you have songs in a playlist. It just plays the next one straight off. But yeah, so what are we doing? Whoa. Sorry about this. I gotta get off this page. This page is just too volatile. So what are we talking about? Yes, I was enraged yet again by the British establishment as they stick it in us one more time. And what am I talking about? I think I'm mostly preaching to the choir here, but let's see what we're talking about. We are talking about this young lady, Shamima Bingham, can return to the UK. Can return to UK to fight for citizenship. Court of Appeal rules. And you know what? I think she's going to get that fucking citizenship back. I think she will. Because the British establishment is a cockhold. Yes, cockhold. I said it. The cockest of the holdest. They are a cockhold. And they will be cocked, and they will cuck, and they will allow this effectively terrorist who went out to kill British people, British soldiers, to assist in beheadings. The amount of Yazidi women and men that she went on the side of killing them is unbelievable. In fact, this is something I forgot. I gotta bring up a video of. I'll show you a video in a bit of a guy being interviewed with a Yazidi woman there in the room, and he confesses to raping hundreds, I think 300 Yazidi adult women and about over 50 under 15 or under 13, something like that. Yeah, she went and she fought for them. And by the way, note how the BBC, which picture the BBC has chosen to show. Same with the New York Times. Look at the picture. The picture they picked is of her without a hijab to show her as a Western woman. She is not some jihadi crazy fucking bitch. No. This is a British Western woman. Look at her hair. Look, she has no hijab. Of course, if you actually go to Google and type in Shamima Bingham, this is 90% of the images that actually come up. You will be faced with these images if you actually just type Shamima Bingham. But occasionally, you see, look, that one picture creeps up with her hair without a hijab. But of course, every other image is her jihadied up like you wouldn't believe. She is hijabbed up in that burqa ISIS style as well, not just a florist, colorful hijab or anything like that. No, she's proper ISIS bride hijabs. This is the majority of the pictures of Shamima Bingham, but then occasionally you get that. And guess which one that the New York Times and the BBC, which is so impartial, they are just straight down the middle. There is no there is no bias on the BBC ever. Don't you dare say such a thing, because they will choose this. Now, the funny thing is, The Guardian, of all places, which was The Guardian one? The Guardian actually went with a hijabi image. The Guardian actually went with a hijabi image, which is like 99% of the images of Shamima Bingham. But there is that one image which looks like that, which is her without a hijab. So they all try to go for that one. Because why not? Because, we want to show our Miss Bingham as a beautiful Western girl, because she is just a beautiful little Western lady. She is not some jihadi crazed bitch that wants to slit the throat of the kuffar. No, look at this innocent little girl with no hijab, with her hair out, because that's how she really is. Honest, sir. It's a fair cop, governor. Oh, this is insane. We're literally inviting terrorists to come back. How much of a cuckold are we? I said it at the beginning when she was claiming to come to Britain. I said, they will cuckold up eventually and let her in. And there you go. Because what they wanted to do was allow enough time to go by that Miss Bingham's memory somewhat is faded from the collective mind of the public. So she's no longer in the spotlight. There are no more interviews because they know that she's a disaster. When she gets interviewed, she looks at a bin full of heads and goes, I'll just chuck my banana peel in there. I'm enjoying a Corona, by the way. I poured it in the glass because I want it to be cool, but cooler. But yes, today's drink. Actually, no, it is not a Corona. Sorry, it is a Carista. It's some fucking fake Corona from I believe Aldi, because I was there shopping. There's just a very convenient one nearby. So whatever. Hey, the coronavirus has hit the economy hard. We're all fucking living cheap. So I'm no longer drinking a Corona. I'm drinking a Corona fake. But I still have the good spirits, the good stuff. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, in the meanwhile, whilst we are discussing the cuckold that is Britain, I would like to play this video for you, which was created by Tequila Watch New. My good friend Simon from Tequila Watch knew, because Tequila Watch has had so many of his channels taken down because the man is just a master at destroying Islam at every fucking corner. So this little compilation was brought by Tequila Watch. Please enjoy and go and subscribe and like and do all that good stuff, because this man deserves so much more praise. He deserves so much more comments and so much more audience. It's just he keeps getting shut down because the Muslims despise him because he's so bloody good. So they can't have it So he keeps getting shut down, but his videos are amazing. And Takia Watch, we're gonna have to sort it out so that you upload this stuff automatically to BitChute, because your videos are too good to be lost in the ether of the world. We need them somewhere secure, and I think BitChute is a place for you. We can place them all in BitChute. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna let you guys play this. I'm gonna play this track for you guys, this little 6-minute thing, while I look for something else. So enjoy.
It's been just 7 months since a British schoolgirl who joined Islamic State was found alive in a Syrian refugee camp. Shamima Begum had a baby just a few days old and a plea to the UK government.
Begum, Shamina Begum, she joined ISIS, now she can go home. Begum, Shamina Begum, she joined ISIS, now she got no home.
Debates erupted in the UK over the possible return of a 19-year-old ISIL wife who holds British citizenship.
But she was for the beheadings. Media outlets have simultaneously painted a sympathetic picture of these terrorist brides, now yearning for their homelands. So did they honestly want us to feel bad for these women? And one of the women you just heard from, Alabama native Hoda Muthana, called for the, quote, spilling of American blood. And it's not just happening here. The UK is struggling with the same problem.
I think a lot of people should have like sympathy towards me for everything I've been through, you know, and I didn't know what I was getting into when I left, and I just was hoping that maybe for the sake of me and my child, they let me come back. I never did anything.
It was a magical time. He was just a simple ISIS fighter, and she was a moderate girl.
Forget about her. She's full of life and hard to brainwash.
And they fell in love.
Do you wanna dance with me?
No?
Good, cause that would only a whore do.
He corrected her thinking.
Why is paradise described as a more decadent place than the West we hate?
Don't question things with your little brain.
So what's he like?
You know, doesn't allow me any freedom, decides everything, child killer, burning people alive.
Why are all the good guys taken?
I know, lucky me.
So, what's your plan for the future?
Mom,
it's okay. Keep on killing and torturing people for the caliphate.
This has got to stop. I don't want you seeing that boy anymore.
Why?
Because he's fucking ISIS!
Why are you with ISIS? They are the biggest assholes.
They are not assholes. Can't you see that they are people?
I didn't mean literally. What is the matter with you?
That's the only way I can interpret things nowadays.
He fulfilled her dreams and saved her from life.
Do you trust me? I trust you. Open your eyes. I'm dying. I'm dying.
From the oppressed author Barachome Moghadam comes the story.
You're going to blow up random people at a public place.
About how love is not bigger than death.
You make me wanna be a better beheader.
And that believing is more important than logic.
Are you crying because we're getting separated?
Of course not. I just get so happy thinking about the caliphate.
How a man sacrificed his death for a woman.
I'm also just a girl, standing in front of a boy, asking him to blow himself up together with her.
I can't. I'm the best sex slave raper. I'm needed here.
I understand.
You must promise me that you'll die. Never let go of that promise.
I promise.
Never let go.
I'll never let go. See you in paradise.
Maybe between the virgin orgies.
ISIS, a love story.
What was it that prompted a 15-year-old girl to go to Syria?
During the time I left, you know, Dola was on the news and stuff, and like a lot of videos were coming out, and I saw all the videos on the internet, and that just kind of attracted me to them. Like it attracted a lot of people.
Same as others. Okay.
Coming up this season on The Real Housewives of ISIS.
It's only 3 days till the beheading, and I've got no idea what I'm going to wear.
Abdul seduced me online. He had me at free healthcare. So this is my 6th marriage. I've been widowed 5 times. 6 times.
I'm so glad I've moved over here. It's everything those guys on the chat rooms told me it would be, and it's full of so many wonderful surprises. Didn't have to do this at Birmingham. Bullshit!
Are you ready, girls? Yeah. Hang on, I'm recording it for Instagram. Ta-da! What do you think? Oh, man surprised me with it yesterday. Hashtag OMG, hashtag Jihadi Jane, hashtag Death to the West ISIS emojis.
Oh, babes, I love it. You look gorgeous.
She looked massive. You're gonna need a lot of Semtex to kill that one.
Oh, guys.
Hey, ladies! What do you think of this?
Awkward.
What a complete bitch. She knew I had that jacket. Copies everything. Copy this.
Oh my god, it was so cringe. Hashtag matchy matchy.
It's times like this I wish I'd never moved out here.
Coming up next week.
He won't stop talking about his 40 virgins. Why can't he be happy with me?
Ali bought me a new chain, which is 8 foot long. So I can almost get outside, which is great.
Okay. I'm trying to find. Hey, here we go. We're back. Is it too bright? Damn, I've got a cross light coming from over here. Unfortunately, it is a sunny afternoon. I should be out doing wonderful things in the sun. Instead, I'm sitting here in front of these hot ass lights. And also, I have a light, just extra exposure. More exposure than I need. Wait till I expose myself to you guys. Okay, now I did find Stacey's a shorter version of the interview, but unfortunately it's not the full interview, I don't think. So we're gonna have to just deal with that. But let's see how much of it is. I couldn't actually listen in because it would have override the thing. But it is from the Independent. So let's see how much of it we can hear.
This is my friend Shireen. She is from Sinjar. She's a Yazidi woman. I'm sure you're familiar with that community. And she has some questions that she would like to put to you in terms of your involvement and why you did what you did.
ليش التحق بداعش؟
ما عندي حد فقير. ما عندي بس غايتي اني اريد فلوس انا بالنسبه لي.
عندك مثلا تقدير كمعدل.
Sorry, there's a line across the. Actually, oh damn it, you guys can't even see it. It says, "Do you have any idea how many people you killed?"
عدد الأشخاص اللي أنت قتلتهم.
Sorry, you can't actually see.
على يد ما
it says, "With my hands, the number of people I killed and slaughtered."
من قتلتهم وذبحتهم ما قارب.
Would be about 900 people, something like that. About 900 people. Now the
900.
This guy's killed like 900 people. Oh shit. Unfortunately, the rest of the interview is not available, and I'm trying to find this Stacey Dooley interview about the Yazidis, and I mean, I said the number of women this man has raped is absolutely in the hundreds. It's unbelievable. Actually, sorry, I forgot to give the chat a little hello. Hello, Ned. Hello, Sam. Big up everyone. Big up everybody. Fee Green. Big up Fee. Phil and Afghan. Big up. Mark Coyle. Poor Aisha. Yes, indeed. Hello, Mr. Street. Sir, mate. Sir, mate. Mate, sir. Love the cigar live streams of Street UK. If you guys don't know Street UK, go check out Street UK. He does some interesting streams. Some of them stay up, some of them don't. So if you catch it live, you catch it live. If you don't catch it live, then you miss out. Great exposure of their propaganda tactics. Well, yeah, thanks, Arundel. And we have Arundel. Big up Arundel, by the way. Big up old cool McCoy. So yeah, big up everyone in the chat. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I got shit to do, places to go. I am trying to find this interview with Stacey Dooley, but it is it's unusually hard to actually locate. That is a curious thing, because when I put in ISIS, there we go. Okay, let's see. This one, actually, this is a 4-minute one. This might be it. This might be actually it. Oh damn! Let's check this one out, boys and girls. Can we see it? Yep. Shireen was held as a sex slave by ISIS in Iraq. Now she wants answers. An imprisoned ISIS commander has agreed to talk to her. They held her for a sex slave. This shit still happens in the world, by the way. Next time you wonder, when you're bitching and complaining about how tough life is in Britain, how terrible life is in Britain, remember, this woman was held as a sex slave in Iraq by ISIS. He has admitted to horrific crimes.
This is my friend Shireen. She is from Sinjar. She's a Yazidi woman. I'm sure you're familiar with that community, and she has some questions that she would like to put to you in terms of your involvement and why you did what you did.
ليش التحق بداعش؟
ما عندي حد، فقير. ما عندي، بسأل. قايتي إني هذه الفلوس أنا بالنسبة لي.
عندك مثلا تقدير.
So do you have any idea? Yeah.
كمعدل لعدد الأشخاص.
We've already been to this bit.
اللي أنت قتلتهم.
على يدي ما يقارب 6 من قتلتهم وذبحتهم.
With my own hand, with my hands. This is like the people he personally has killed.
ما يقارب 900 إيش تقريبا.
900.
Fucking 900 people. 900 people. The whole of the planet exploded and lost their collective shit because one black man in America was killed by a police officer, and it was, in a bad way, or at least that was how it all exploded. I mean, there were plenty of other black men who've been killed by police officers, but in a horrific way. This man has killed 900 people. Didn't those lives matter? I guess those lives don't really fucking matter, do they? There's no fucking screaming and marching up and down for them. I guess those lives don't matter. I guess it's really the real chant should be some lives matter. Not really black lives matter, all lives matter, white lives matter. No, it's really some lives matter. Depending on where you are and when you're being killed. The hypocrisy of it all.
900.
المهم من صار
When Sinjar was attacked, did you take part in the raid?
اقتحام على سنجار. كنت أنت مشارك بالاقتحام.
بس مو بداية.
Yes, but not at the beginning.
He
rolled in later. We would put up fake security checkpoints as if we were police.
حجة إن شنو الشرطة؟ الشرطة وهمية.
We'd get 30-40 people in a truck.
نشيل 30-40 نفر بالسيارة. نخليهم صفحة.
We'd finish them and kill them. We'd finish them and kill them. What do you do to them before you kill them?
نخلي السجون. أو نخليهم صفحة نقتل.
هسه طب.
I have some relatives that are that have disappeared. They're no longer here.
أنا من أقاربي اختفوا ما عاد لهم وجود. يعني لحظات.
For a moment.
حط نفسك بمكان.
Put yourself in place of a person you slaughtered.
هذا الشخص اللي ذبحته
He doesn't give a fuck. He slaughtered them. They were kafirs.
شعوره
شعره كان يقول لا
He used to say, don't kill me.
تقتلني ليش تقتلني يا
Why are you killing me? What have I done?
آدم يا آدم تقتلني
What have I done to be killed? You were a dirty kafir, weren't you? Isn't that the general routine?
How many women, how many children do you think you've raped over the years?
لهاي الفترة بقيت وياهم
During the time I was with them,
تقريبا ما يقارب تقريبا
the 15 to 16-year-olds, he has categorized the amount of people he's raped. Between 15 and 16-year-olds,
بال50
maybe about 50. Son of a bitch. This piece of fucking shit.
بالنسبة لنا كانوا صغار 15 16 سنة ولا كبار تقريبا ما يقارب.
And the older ones, I raped over 200. Fucking hell. He raped between 50. He's raped around 50 between 15 and 16-year-old girls. Well, I'm presuming girls. We're not sure entirely. And over 200 over the age of 16. How the fuck? I mean, you must be fucking raping a different woman a day, or at least multiple times a day. Yes, I mean, I mean, it says over the years, so I suppose he's got to be in the region of raping a woman a day, at least minimum 1 to 2 women a day. I mean, I don't know how many years we're talking about here. I mean, ISIS hasn't been around that many years.
What was going through your mind? Talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking.
Oh, fuck
when
this
these
guy.
girls are screaming.
What I'm thinking is, this fucker deserves a fucking bullet right across the forehead. Fuck this. This upsets me. It is vexing me having to listen to this. But generally, this is the pieces of shit that this young lady went to support. I just want to highlight the people Miss Bingham went to fucking support, okay? She was on the side of this piece of shit. That's what I really, that was the crux of what I wanted to highlight here. She went and took the side of this piece of shit that raped at the minimum 250 women, 50 of them between the ages of 15 and 16. So when I say I have no sympathy for Miss Bingham, she can go fuck herself. This is why I have no sympathy for Shamima Bingham, because she stood on the side of this piece of shit. That's why. Why would anyone have any sympathy for that piece of shit? She chose to go and stand on the side of this fucking guy. She saw him as a fucking hero. She saw him as an ally. So fuck her. I don't give a shit how old she was when she fucking did it. She went and joined this fucking cunt to rape and pillage people, to rape 200 women, to kill 900 people, to round up people and just execute them in their tens and hundreds possibly. Fuck this guy and fuck her for wanting to fucking be on his side. Why? She has lost, as far as I'm concerned, all privileges to Britain. When you go on and join the side of this fucking dog shit, this absolute despicable piece of shit, why should we offer you anything in this country? Why do you deserve to have any sympathy from us in this country? Did he give sympathy? Did he have remorse for the 200 women he raped? When you went and fucking sided with that piece of shit, how much regret does he have for the 250 people, women that he's fucking raped? The 900 people that he slaughtered, and you fucking joined him. You fucking cheerleaded for those pieces of shit. You had their fucking babies. You're there standing with one of those fucking ISIS members' fucking babies. These psychopaths' fucking babies. And you want to come back to Britain and gain our sympathy. You want us to be gracious to you. Why should we? Did your husband and your allies give any quarter to those Yazidis? Were you sympathetic to those Yazidi women that this piece of shit raped every fucking night? How much grace did you give them that we should now grant you that? I have nothing, no sympathy, nothing. You lost your privileges. You went and sided with that piece of shit, Shamima. You stood on his fucking side and cheerleaded for him and had their babies. Why the fuck should you get anything from us? You deserve nothing from this country. You've lost all privileges to access to this country. And now you're here begging us to fucking take you back. Fuck you. Fuck you and everything you stand for and everything you believe in. You deserve nothing from this country. All you deserve is our scorn and our fucking... You deserve a spit in the fucking face. You deserve nothing from us. You lost your privileges. You gave up your privileges to live in Britain when you went and sided with this piece of shit who confesses to raping over 200 women, and between the ones between 15 and 16, up to 50 of them. Up to 50 of them. So, fuck you. Fuck you, you absolute piece of dog shit. You're scum as far as I'm concerned. You don't deserve anything from us. And fucking BBC, you shameless pieces of shit who fucking post a propaganda image of this fucking jihadi bitch. You find one picture without her hijab just to try to appeal to us as if she's a fucking fellow European. No, she's not a fellow European. We know she's not. She's a fucking jihadi bride who sided with people who rape and pillage and kill and slaughter innocent people. Fuck her. And fuck you, BBC, you shameless bastards. And fuck you, New York Times, you disgusting pieces of shit. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the British courts, the fucking British courts. It's ridiculous. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. You guys should all be ashamed of yourselves to allow that bitch to set foot back in this country. She does not deserve British justice. Did this fucker give British justice to every woman he raped and every man and child he killed? Did he give them British justice? Why should she deserve British justice? She doesn't. She forfeited that right. She deserves ISIS justice. Give her to ISIS. I think she should stand under the very Sharia that she fucking went to join. Sharia law should dictate Shamima's fate. Sharia law dictates her fate. What happens when you betray your country? When you betray... what happens under Sharia when you betray the caliphate? When you betray the country that gives you, or the state that gives you protection? What happens under Sharia, I wonder, if you're a traitor? Well, you're a traitor to Britain, so we will use Sharia law to punish you. I believe the punishment for traitors under Sharia law is execution. I think that's you went out to join a caliphate with Sharia. Well, Sharia will dictate your future, Shamima. How is it you suddenly want the kufar's fucking justice? How can you live with yourself? These disgusting, filthy kafirs. You want to defile yourself with the disgusting kafir's law? That seems un-Islamic, doesn't it? You want to put yourself under the protection of these filthy kufars? Aren't they disgusting? Aren't they najist? Aren't they the dirty ones? How is it you're so desperate to come back and be judged by these kafirs? Go be judged by your fucking Allah. Go be judged by your God. I'm sure Sharia has plenty of mercy upon it. Huh? Isn't Allah the most merciful? I'm sure you'll find plenty of mercy in Syrian law. Go be judged by the Syrians. Fuck these people. Can't believe Britain is so fucking cockhold. It's a disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. Well, I know who I found for the Wheel of Cunt this particular session. That's for sure. But in the meanwhile, before I go to the Wheel of Cunt, I would like to do a bit of housekeeping, as they say. Fuck this woman. She vexes me. She vexes me greatly. I feel vexed. I feel very, very vexed. What do I want to do? A little bit of housekeeping. Bollocks, cancel that. Photo, wheel. Here we are. Sorry about that. Sorry about this, boys and girls. I am currently just looking at something. Okay. Well, I don't know. Shall I run the Wheel of Cunt now? I want to run the Wheel of Cunt now. Let's run the Wheel of Cunt. Fuck it. I am going to run the Wheel of Cunt. Maybe with an appropriate intro tune for Shamima Bingham.
صليل الصوارم نشيد الأباء ودرب القتال.
Hello and welcome to the Islamic Wheel of Cunt. Yes, welcome. It is the Islamic Wheel of Cunt, and on the Wheel of Cunt this evening, at least our first contestant is Shamima Bingham. Shamima, you have a chance to roll the Wheel of Cunt, and the Wheel of Cunt will decide your fate. Stay in Britain or be judged under Sharia. Let us see. If it comes up a cunt, I think you should be judged under Sharia. Oh, so close, but it is a cunt. It is a cunt, but it is customary in the Wheel of Cunt. We always spin 3 times, so we will give you best out of 3. Well, the Wheel of Cunt has spoken, Shamima. You should be judged under Sharia because you are a giant fucking cunt. Does it even deserve a third? We'll roll a third one for fun. That's what we'll do. Third one's just for fun. Yep, the Wheel of Cunt is a good judge of character. I will say the Wheel of Cunt knows what it's doing. Thank you, Mr. The Wheel of Cunt. We shall now move to back to our regularly scheduled program. Boys and girls, this is a little bit of housekeeping, as they say. It's a commercial break. And the commercial break sponsor comes from the Banksy Style store. That's right, boys and girls. We have a store. We have our Spreadshirt store, and we have created all of the wonderful things that you know. The Hello My Darling t-shirts, the BS Banksy rat bag, or the Hello My Darling's bag, whatever you want. We have t-shirts, and this t-shirt is modeled by a chubby man. I think they knew me. They knew I was coming. As you can see, I would personally go for a lighter color because the mouse actually looks, but I think it actually looks quite funky in a darker colors too. But yes, indeed, we have men's, we have ladies, we have kids and babies, we even have baby attire. How about having your lovely little toddler wear the Hello My Darling bib? Unfortunately, don't get that one. Get the pink one. The white comes out better on the pink. But then we also have that one if you wish that one. Look at this. Hello, my darlings. You can attire your child in the most fashionable clothing ever produced. But of course, we don't just have clothing. We have men's. We have women's. Let me give you some of the women's. We have the women's hoodie. We have the tank tops. We have the t-shirts, the caps. We have them all. We have them all at the Banksy Style store. And if you act within the next 13 days, you will get 15% discount at the Banksy Style store. So get your whatever you want. We have accessories. We have cups and mugs and bags and hats. I don't know. I just ticked everything that these have. They have beanies. I may have to purchase one of these beanies myself. Cuddly toys. Water bottles. They were previously out of stock. They are in stock now, but probably for a very short amount of time. Duffel bags. More beanies. I'll be honest, that one actually is a great buy because that looks like that is a Banksy piece. So get them before I get sued. Because these may be limited time offers on this one because Banksy's corporation may come and fucking sue my ass. I don't know. I have done some alterations to it, obviously with the BS, but I may get sued. Get them before I get sued. Oh yes, and the dog. You can treat your pet. We have mouse mats. Ironically, we have a mouse on a mouse mat. That's right. There's an original one there. Some fancy looking girly bag. I don't know. That mug is out of stock. We can't do that one. Phone cases. Some of them are out of stock. iPhones. And that's about it, iPhones. Bags. We have more of these little baggy bags. Caps. The lot. Everything's available. It all has to go. We have masks. How about introducing the world to Hello My Darlings with a Banksy style face mask? That's right. Walk into your favorite superstore with Hello My Darlings all over your face. I have no idea how that one's going to go down. I'm tempted to get one just to see how people react. But yes, you can wear your darlings now. You've heard me say it. Now you can wear it. So go to the Banksy Style. I'm shilling. Respect would be turning in his grave right now. I am a grifting away for all it's worth, people. Grift away. That's right. We're grifting. Away. We have it all. All at a beautiful 15% discount if you buy in the next 13 days. You only have 13 days to get these at a discount. Oh, okay. Grifting time over, people. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. And the regularly scheduled program is actually this. That's right. Now that you're all geared up to buy a Banksy style piece of merch, get yourself Black Fathers Matter. I might have to actually make one of those. Now that you want to get yourself a Banksy style merch, go check out the new Banksy. There's a new Banksy exhibition in a tube. Unfortunately, I don't think it's there anymore. They probably would have wiped it off by now. But we have a video for prosperity purposes. Banksy did this recently at a tube, in some tube, underground, British underground. I love this man. Gutsy as fuck. Look at that. He's even dressed up like a train guy. Look at that. Oh, love it. I get locked down. But I get up again. So that's the new Banksy exhibit on a train, which I guess is not there anymore. I doubt it will still be available to us, but there it is. Looks amazing. Some really cool shit. I love this guy. He does just inspirational. The man is an inspiration to us all. I mean, I know he's got leftist politics, but nevertheless, I do love what he does. Actually, there's a thing. Oh man, he damn it! I just realized I actually I forgot to shit. Where is it? Damn it! I actually saw him do a Edward Colston. He did a take on the Edward Colston thing, and that was really cool. He did a really cool thing with the whole Edward Colston statue, where he hold on, son of a beast. I have to okay, sod it, I'm just gonna tweet them. See, can I tweet them? Maybe. I just have to get them off my phone and get them onto my screen somehow. So I just tweeted them. Let's see if tweeting things works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Sweet. Yeah, this is like an Edward Colston take that he did, which I really like it, because you know what he did? First of all, if you notice this image, the statue is being pulled down on top of the protesters. Now, everybody's speculating about what he meant by this. Maybe it's like I think it's a little dig at these people are tearing the nation down upon themselves, or they're cutting off their nose. You know, the whole expression of cutting off your nose to spite your face. And I think this is maybe a take on that, personally. But what he actually posted was very interesting, because on the Instagram post of this image, he says, why don't we put the Edward Colston statue back up where it was, but also have a bunch of rope wrapped around his head, and have a bunch of bronze images of protesters on the floor pulling it down. So that would be the piece, which would then appease both those who want Edward Colston's statue back and those who wanted to tear it down. It would be a symbolic image of our time. Which I think was actually a great idea. I think it's genius to have this kind of an image of a bunch of people pulling down Edward Colston, and an Edward Colston statue. It would be back where it was, but at the same time, these protesters are pulling it down, or at least an effigy of such a thing. I think it's genius, and I think it would appease both sides of this particular debate anyway. But I don't know. We'll leave that out to the world at large. Oh, wait a minute. My chat has stopped. Shit. Have they taken down the stream? No. The stream is good. The stream is good. So why has the chat come to such a abrupt standstill? I don't understand. Maybe it's this particular chat that I'm looking at that has stopped. No, this one is good. Okay. Okay, guys and girls, I'm pretty much done. That's, the Shamima Bingham was the majority of what I wanted to spew out on this particular show. They don't know the gravity of their pulling actions. Yes, indeed. They don't know the gravity of what they're doing. But yeah, this was a Banksy as well, by the way. This little art that he did, and a few other things. I mean, he did another image, which again, I think this was meant to be, I presume, an image of something relating to the protests. But I don't know. I don't know how much impact this one has or would have, but this was another one that he's done, which is very, very interesting. Again, I like it, but it has a lot of things going on. There's a man in a sort of a silhouette image, possibly almost like a man in a balaclava. Obviously flowers laid down because he's dead, but then the candle is accidentally burning the American flag. It's got a lot of depth, a lot of things happening there. This one is actually quite straightforward. I think most of you would have probably seen this one. I think this one is very straightforward. There it is, the boy with the nurse as the superhero, and he's put Batman and Spider-Man in the bin, because there's a real superhero that kids are admiring, which I think is actually very good, because to be honest with you, I've been saying it for years. Your doctors and your nurses are the real superheroes in your life. They're the ones that save your ass, not actors. Nobody's going to be screaming for... Here, the coronavirus has kind of exposed it anyway. Nobody's screaming for actors to come and do anything for them during this breakdown. They are actually looking to the doctors. I mean, in fact, there was a legendary interview apparently in Spain where a reporter said to some biology professor or some chemist guy, woman who's working on the vaccine, and he's like, why don't you guys hurry up and find the vaccine for this virus? And he says, well, the average salary for a chemist or a biology person to work in a lab is about, I don't know, about 20,000 euros a year, whilst Cristiano Ronaldo gets $1 million, something like $100 million a month, or some €1 million a month, or some ridiculous amount like that. He says, why don't you go and ask Cristiano Ronaldo to find the vaccine for you? So yeah, exactly. Go get fucking Will Smith to find the cure for you. Go get Cristiano Ronaldo to find the vaccine for you. Go get Messi to find the vaccine for you. You pay them millions upon millions. You pay them hundreds of millions of pounds a year, and you pay chemists and people who work in biology labs 30,000 euros, 50,000 euros a year. You go get them to find you a fucking cure. You ungrateful bastards. So, are we going to do a panel? Do we need to do a panel? I'll be honest, I don't think I need to do a panel. I'm running up to an hour here quite comfortably just by myself. But let's do a short one. Now, when I say a short one, I mean a short one. If I have to cut you fuckers off just to get off this thing, because it's coming up to 8 o'clock at night, I don't want to be here all night. I got shit to do, got porn to watch. 31 million euros a year for Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets 31 million euros a year. Is it euros? Is it pounds? Is it dollars? We don't know. Sam M reluctantly left that bit out. But nevertheless, he's 31 million, whatever 31 million, apart from rupees or Iranian rial, Toman, as long as he's not getting paid in that, as long as he's getting paid in dollars or euros, he's doing well. And who's paying the chemists and the biologists? I don't know. But anyway, guys, here's the StreamYard link if you wish to jump on. If not, I will call this a day on the hour. Now, for now, what do we got? What do we have? What is this? Oh, this was another interesting thing for you Black Lives Matter people. I tweeted this actually, saying, do these Black Lives Matter? So whilst we wait for some people to show up on the stream, let us have a little gander at this video.
Yes, that's her. Okay, let's follow her.
One migrant worker dies every week in Lebanon.
And told me that here is a cemetery. I will kill you in the night and throw you there.
Rarely seen on camera, we followed the escape of just one worker, fleeing for her life.
The kafala system is modern-day slavery. There's no two ways about it.
Well, we're just approaching Beirut now, and the first stage of her escape is almost complete.
In a suburb, Sarah, which is not her real name, is met by another Ghanaian woman who escaped a similar ordeal a few months ago. She's now helping Sarah to do the same.
I came to Lebanon to work and get money, go for my own business, because I was doing my own business in Ghana.
When Sarah arrived in the country, she was allocated a family to live with and work for.
When I came there, he received me good, they were good to me. Only 1 week they changed. If you do any mistake, she will use her shoes to be beating you. So there, the lashes was too much for me. I ran.
I'm sorry, so they hit you with shoes?
Yes.
After being beaten by her first employers, Sarah ran away. Her agent then got her new work with another family, but there, her problems only got worse.
The mother house, one of my madam's brother is there. If I go there, he want to sleep with me. He told me that this is $20, take and let me spend my night with you. I said no, I didn't came here because of sex and money. The next day he came, I was in the bathroom striving. He came with naked, he hold knife and do me like this and tell me, do you know this? I said knife. So he put it on my neck and told me that if you don't know and you tell my sister, I'll kill you. Here is a cemetery. I'll kill you in the night. I'll throw you there. No one will know that it's me. I'll throw you there. So I was quiet and listened to him. He told me, from today going, every day I have to suck your breast. I have to do this, I have to do this. I don't even want to remember, because what this guy did to me, it was very painful. It was very painful.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah! Sarah's story is not unique, far from it. Many of the people on this flight were Ghanaian domestic workers. They say they experienced similar abuse in Lebanon.
Yeah, in Lebanon this is happening, people. Do these Black Lives Matter? What happened to their plight? How is it that we have to worry about some American black guy, but not these black people? No, Ghanaian lives don't matter, I guess. I guess it's only American lives that matter. As I said, some lives matter. Okay, let's get some panelists up. We've got our boys. Hello, boys. We've got Paul M. We've got Simon Takia Watch, and we've got Based Welshman. Welcome, one and all. I hope you can hear me. I hope you guys are ready to rumble.
Good evening, all.
Hey, someone's echoing, guys. Based. Are you? You're echoing, mate. What's up, Paul?
Okay, just I don't want to go too deep, but haven't really spent much time on YouTube for a bit, but I get notifications on my phone, and one of the channels I sub to, UK channel called Talk Radio.
Oh yeah.
They had, or they posted on YouTube, what do you think, etc., of Shamina Begum coming back to UK. And I'll be honest with you, I spent a good bit of time, not a good bit of time, but a good sort of like 5-6 minutes trying to compose something that would not get, like blocked or banned, etc., and I wish I screenshotted it, but like when I'm logged into YouTube, I can obviously go on a different browser that's not logged in, and initially it was posted, and then obviously Ahmad on Talk Radio deleted the comments, and I can swear that it was not something that was derogatory. I could probably go through it with you if you wanted to ask me what I said, but it just shows you the censorship. What?
What did you say, mate?
Well, what I said was, should Shamina Begum come back? And I says, do you know what? It isn't even really a question. She will come back due to her, legal team that's been appointed to her. And when she does come back, she will be getting free housing, protection, free food. She can sit with her kick up with her feet up, and it wouldn't surprise me if she gets a ghostwriter to write her story, and she'll get all the mainstream media, silly channels on TV to give her, let her give her sob story, pour on the tears, etc., etc. But in reality, when you look back on her history, she went there. She volunteered to go there with her chums, and not only did she stay there for a month, she stayed there for a long time, and had children with active jihadis. So she has no place in the UK. As far as I'm concerned, she can fuck off. And I didn't write anything derogatory like fuck off or anything like that on talk radio. But I said, with what I've been seeing, like in the past, say, 2 to 3 weeks, like the UK Border Force is coming from Dover and meeting the French, and the French are basically handing over immigrants because, they call it the jungle, all these sort of immigrant camps. They have all sort of been smashed down and stuff like that. And I know the rules, like when you're an immigrant, etc., like you're in a safe country. These people have no reason to come over to UK. But on a daily basis, there's people filming these people coming over from French patrol boats, and they're handed over to the Border Force UK, and then they're taken off to Dover, and then they're probably God knows whatever. So that's all I've really got to say,
Okay. While we're talking about the crossings, big shout out for Active Patriot, who's been
I was watching them today, mate.
Yeah. Active Patriot and Little Veteran, they've been there now on and off for about 2 months. Little Veteran got an ASBO from Penn Level, which is on the coast there. But they're getting some good footage now. They understand public property and private property, both of them. They've done the hard way. But there's nothing they can do now. They understand the law properly. There's nothing the Harbour Authority can do if they're on public property. So yeah, that's one good thing. Big up to them.
So what do you mean? They can understand, as in that were they on someone's private property recording?
No, so basically the border customs were calling port land private land. Thing is, if when, for example, the easiest way I said it to him is really simple. So when you walk down the road, you see road signs, lampposts, and drains. That's what you need to look for. If it says Kent County Council, it's public property. Simple as that.
But what were the police telling them that this is private property, even though it was public?
Yeah, and they were getting they get themselves verbally in a bit of like, and not really knowing what, or how legit they were, and but now they've, especially Leggett, Active Patriot, he's learned that, like the old lamppost, drains and road signs are a really good thing to look for.
But then if they tell them that this is a private property, and then there are all those things, can they just reject the police?
Well, he did. This is what the customs guy said is private property, and he went up to the road sign and it says Kent County Council on the back of it. They've all got like who put the sign up. See?
So are they trying to basically stop them from recording these immigrants coming in?
Yeah.
And is this happening during the day, at night?
So let me give you some context. I done like in a tweet about it, actually. Christ, I don't do tweets about things normally. Let me get it up. So while Priti Patel was in France with President Macron, I can't leave the channel, otherwise I lose my voice. On Sunday, discussing small boats crossing the channel. I believe it was a record weekend.
Like 480. Was that the one?
Yeah, 480. No, I think, yeah. So I don't know if you've seen the same article I did, and so BBC and Sky, I watched a pair of them, and they mentioned Priti Patel was in France talking to Macron, and they just failed to see a connection between a record number of economic migrants crossing on small boats, and the story they were talking about. They never mentioned it on Sky and on BBC, and I just don't understand how they cannot see the connection there with being. It was a shuttle service. They were coming in and out. The UK Uber force. The UK Uber force was literally dropping them off.
Yeah, the French were bringing them. But the thing is, what are the French?
The French bring them to international waters.
There's two situations. The detail. They say devil is in the detail. What was the deal with if the British didn't accept these? What would the French do about it?
Well, obviously, there's obviously some sort of deal going on, because what's happening is that they're chaperoning them to they get to the British waters, and they just watch them over. There's like a quarter mile in between the UK Uber force and the French Uber force.
Mm-hmm.
There's like half a mile where these little boats cross. That's what it was last weekend. And the reason why we know this is because Active's on the radio channel. Listening to their radio channel.
Okay. So,
and if you look for it, there's plenty of documented evidence of French Uber force and the UK Uber force in the same shot on the channel with a small boat in between.
I see. Okay, let me just bring Simon in. Simon, take your watch. Are you here?
Yeah. How are you doing, guys?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. What was your thoughts about Shamima and generally the whole thing? Because you clearly made a great video, in a humorous way, pointing out the plight of our situation.
Right. Well, I think it's better to zoom out. That if the West represents a body, a human body, then if you don't have an antivirus against the virus coming in, then that is the problem. It's not the problem is not the virus acting as a virus should act. So why are we allowing this? Basically, our immune system is ruined. That's what I would do. Like zoom out and see, why are we allowing this? What's wrong? What happened? Because the West was not like this just 30 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, where are the solutions in these situations? Where would you go to look towards solutions?
First, you have to understand what happened to the West. So the best explanation for this is, please look up a guy called Yuri Bezmenov, who is a KGB.
Oh yeah, the communist. So how to take over a country with a communism?
Exactly. He explained it excellent. First, you have to demoralize a nation, take over the school education system, and you pump in, you subvert a nation. That's what happened to the West. And this takes probably like a generation, 20, 30 years at least, So you have to subvert it in the opposite direction. So you cannot fix this just like this, because people are programmed to think basically that everything is racist or everything is a certain way. So you have to subvert it in the opposite direction. But then you need a plan. So what we are talking about is, how do we save the West? It's a big question. But you need the George Soros of the right. Where are they? No?
We need the George Soros. I see. You need someone who is
where are our George Soros
actually going to try to fund and actively move?
Where is the right-wingers, donators, billionaires that wants to subvert the country in the opposite direction? Traditionalism is the answer, I would say. But where are we? We cannot find them. The left dominates in every field. So what we have to do is subvert it in the opposite direction. Yeah, that's.
Okay, let me give people the Yuri Bezmenov's video. At least there's a video on YouTube, which talks about. He talks about the kind of plan. But I mean, this was like 1980 something, wasn't it? This video.
Yeah, 80s. He explained that in America.
1984. My God, the year Ghostbusters came out.
Yeah. So he said that he was part of the KGB, which is just communism. He was part of subverting nations, breaking it down, funding groups within a nation that hates the nation. So you split it up in camps, and then they become more vulnerable for civil war, and then you conquer it with communism. He was part of that. He was doing it to different nations. So he said that in America, this communism has been pushed unchallenged for several centuries now, or decades.
Yeah.
Decades, yeah. So
Yeah, but
What he
because
said is
wouldn't it be
prophesizing.
because they were so scared of the McCarthyism and the McCarthy era of everyone being labeled effectively a communist, like, you know, witch burning, witch hunts, and that's why America is kind of adverse towards that sort of thing?
Yeah. So first of all, when it comes to immigration, I have become a believer that this is not an evil agenda against the West. It's about, have you seen like EU report? Like they write in 2007 that that Europeans are declining in birth rates, and it's basically a capitalist society. They are money driven, and if you have promised, because the idea of pension is the idea that you pay taxes and the government promise to take care of you when you're older. It's an empty promise, because if you have fewer taxpayers, then how can you pay for pension for people? So basically, you need to fill it out with more people that can pay taxes. So what it says in EU report in 2007, I actually had the report say, it says that Europe need 56 more million immigrants to fill out the vacuum.
Interesting.
Due to declining birth rate. So, yeah, that is the biggest problem. Capitalism. I'm not against capitalism, but capitalism and declining birth rate. Those two in combination.
Yeah, but why have we got a declining birth rate?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I think the report doesn't address it. I think, if you ask me, I think family values is not focused.
That's right.
I think
who's promoted that? And who's promoted that?
I know all of that. Believe me, I know that.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. You guys can actually say it. It's not like we're censored here. I mean, you can say, okay, what is the decline what organizations or movements are actually systematically telling people that they shouldn't have family values?
I just want to relax today. No, somebody else can say it.
You don't want any more shit today.
I was asking the question.
I'm saying number one, feminism. I'm a call it. I'm a call it.
Okay, so you have to understand that who were running the communism. If you can answer that, then you know what happened to Russia, because Russia and Soviet is not the same thing.
How do you mean?
Who were running that? Because they were dominating the field of communism, and they exported everywhere.
But communism is very much about family values.
It's communism being pushed in the West. So they realized that Russia, they made a revolution, okay? And they expected workers all over the West to come together and overthrow the government like they did in Russia. But they realized that that's not what's happening. First World War, Second World War is happening, and the workers is being aligned with the government and fighting nation versus nation. While the communists thought that, no, workers all over the world come together and overthrow your government. So what they decided then is, what is the hindering factors that stops these Western nations from being open to communism? They understand nationalism, religion, family values. All these things has to be subverted. And it's called, have you heard about the term, the long march to the institutions?
Okay.
That means we have to subvert it. We have to go into the media, conquer it. We have to conquer the education system and subvert it. We have to change how people think. We have to destroy religion, destroy family values, destroy nationalism, all of these things. There are actually books on this where they write it themselves. The 50s, 60s, communists are writing this. And who were dominating in the communist movement? Well, go to Putin and see what he said. 80 to 90% of the Russian, Soviet government were Jews, while being like 2-3% of the population.
Simon, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I just want to relax. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so, Simon, obviously I know what country you live in, and I think pretty much anyone within Europe knows about Malmo, okay? Did you get that?
Malmo is like Birmingham, if you want to know.
Yeah, of course.
Like Savile
right.
Town. Oh,
But how do you feel, and I have no idea where you're located and I have no interest, it's your private matters, but I feel, because I've done a few courses in Sweden, and I've done some business in Sweden. But to me, it is one of the most liberal countries ever, and it is a haven for people that would take advantage, i.e. the Muslim people, i.e. the immigrants. But Malmo is one great sort of thing that anyone could highlight to the world to say, this is what happens when you have a liberal government and you let all these people from different ethnic backgrounds that do not like our country or support our country. And I mean, as you being a Swede, what could you say could be done? I.e., do you think the government needs to be removed, and or what? I'm interested.
Do you want to tell him, or do you want me to?
Yeah, you go first, please.
Well, Simon's an immigrant himself. It's not actually.
I've known Simon for a very long time, and we used to speak to on Skype. I know Simon's background.
Just the way you phrased the question. That's all. Just. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think first the problem is, like, it's the immune system that allows this to happen. So don't blame the virus for acting like a virus. So why is the immune system not doing this part? So yeah, that's the best analogy. Yeah, because a lot of immigrants are patriotic, and they're like, why are you allowing this to happen to your own country? So like the governments are being, they don't put any demands, and it's just weak, So like there's something wrong with the immune system. I don't know what to say about that. It's a big question.
A little twist on the subject, but concerning Sweden. So you went with the old, we're going to protect the vulnerable with the old COVID shit, protect the vulnerable, but try and keep major services going and majority of the economy going. And how is that going at the moment? Firsthand. So,
did you ask about the COVID?
Yeah. So obviously you didn't do a lockdown like everyone else in Europe.
Right.
So firsthand, what's your experience?
Okay, so Sweden have, they've been soft on this. So the amount of debt that Sweden has had, if you compare it to like the 3-4 nations around it, the combined debt in these 3-4 nations, Sweden has a higher debt rate. I think the combined debt on the 3-4 nations is like 800 or something like that. Sweden has like 5,000 deaths.
Yeah, but it's percentage of population, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about the amount of debt.
Okay.
So there's the best way I can say is just watch Yuri Bezmenov. It's like the people programmed to respond to something in a certain way. They are not evidence driven, and you're not allowed to have disagreements. It's like Europe's North Korea. Sweden is a very weird nation. Yeah, I mean, your next meal is at stake if you speak out, and you basically have this cancel culture in Sweden. It's very strong here. So how can you have free speech on paper only? Yeah, you lose your job, so you lose your income. So
it's worse than Britain, much worse than Britain, and Britain's fucking stinks.
Well, Britain also is bad. Germany is but yeah, Sweden's just one step worse. We're probably 2-3 years.
So going back to the COVID bit, you think that the way the government dealt with the COVID crisis wasn't the best?
I don't know. I would hesitate to give I don't have a strong opinion. I'm not too well learned on this.
Wait, just firsthand, mate. You're the only person.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. So the government's position was that we should not close down everything because the economy will take a hit.
Yeah.
So if you close down everything for 2 weeks, then you will spot those who are sick, and you can fix that. But if you have everything half open, then you will not spot them, and more people will be sick. And the result is that the amount of debt that we have is the same as the four countries around us in combined, or we have higher debt than them. So I don't know. I cannot tell you more than this. This is not this is not my field.
All right, guys. There's a small video that what's it called? Ellerndo recommended. He's made a small video based around Yuri Bezmenov's sort of ideas. I don't know if you guys want to have a gander at that. It's only 2 minutes and 16 seconds, so it's not very long.
Banksy, I've not watched it, and I'd be intrigued to see what they're on, because I am always intrigued what he brings to the table. So, please, on my behalf, play it.
I'm just going to pop it up. We can all watch it. Here we go.
The World Health Organization has warned in a BBC interview that we're entering a new phase where such a reality is, quote, a new normal.
The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis.
If someone had said to you in December that by April, millions of people all over the world would be infected with a mysterious new virus that has no vaccine, you'd think they were talking about a Hollywood script. It's happened so fast, it almost doesn't seem real.
And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization.
As the coronavirus pandemic brings life across the country to a grinding halt, Americans are facing a new normal.
It is a new normal that we all have to get used to.
I know a big question, Tom, from a lot of New Yorkers. When might we ever get back to normal? The governor talked today about working toward a new normal.
So we're going to a different place, which is a new normal.
This morning, almost 40 million Californians waking up to a new normal.
It may last indefinitely. Normalization is a cynical expression borrowed from Soviet propaganda.
A new normal.
This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis.
Until we get almost everybody vaccinated globally, we still won't be fully back to normal.
To destabilize your economy, to eliminate the principle of free market competition, and to put a big brother government in Washington, D.C.
Well, let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread the disease, even if you disagree. You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you? No right not to be vaccinated? Meaning, if they decide you have to be vaccinated, we have to be vaccinated?
Absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm.
Okay, guys and girls. What do we think? No, actually, hold on, let me put the thing back. I actually discussed this, I think, when was it, last night? Or it was on, I think, on maybe Ralph's channel, in regards to how they introduced certain things, especially in Iran, after the revolution in the 1979-1980, how they introduced the hijab to the public. And at the time when, this is stories from my mum, I was too young myself, but she says that at the time when they started spreading rumors, or the rumors started spreading around, they're going to make women wear the hijab, women in Iran were like, get out of here, you must be joking. There's no way they're going to force women to wear the hijab in Iran. It's impossible. The women will riot, they'll burn the city down. This will never happen. And around 1981, in that sort of period, about a year or so after the revolution, they what they did was, they didn't tell women that they have to wear the hijab. No, you don't have to wear a hijab in the streets. But if a shop owner allowed a woman without a hijab to enter their shop, they were fined like 1,000, 2,000 toman or rial, whatever. So shop owners were forced to stop women coming in unless they wore a hijab. So women couldn't go into shops we're talking most shops. It started off, incrementally, the government buildings, then certain areas, then regular shops, closed shops, supermarkets, etc., etc. And before you know it, shopping centers, supermarkets, restaurants, everything couldn't let you in if you didn't have a hijab. So women started to carry little scarves in their bags. Guess what? Are we all carrying little masks in our pockets these days? I bet you are, because you don't know which shop's going to let you in and which shop's not. You can walk around the street without a mask. Oh, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you want to go into any shop, you might want to have to have a mask.
Yeah, just a little twist with this masks thing in the UK and England at the moment. I've done some research today, and I've been hearing calls of £100 fine, and I've had a look at the Gov sites concerning this, and it says guidance. There's no fine mentioned.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, they'll start introducing it slowly. Just like the hijab.
Well, just like, before when the original COVID came up, and I had that problem with that WPC Karen, right? The reality is, there's nothing in legislation at all about masks at the moment. Nothing at all.
No, but I mean, it's businesses
they're saying it's you have to have it in England going into shops. Otherwise,
isn't this tribal? Isn't this tribal?
Isn't this tribal?
I'm not trying to divert. I'm just trying to go back to what you were saying, Banksy, about Iran. I mean, there is literally archives of obviously when the Shah of Iran was in power and how different things were then, and it's exactly the same as Afghanistan. I mean, I've seen some black and white footage, it could even be on YouTube, I'd have to look it up, where young women were coming out of like a university or school in miniskirts, etc., etc. And it just shows you how things have digressed.
Well, my actual central sort of point to this is how things can change so quickly. Things that you would think, it's impossible, and this is what I've been saying to these leftists and liberal types who think that Islam isn't a problem. Now I think there's an entirely different global agenda in play. I used to be under the impression that it's just encroachment of Islam. I think there's a with this corona, with everything else that's happening, I think there's an entirely different thing that's at play, and I think there is a push. Yeah, there is a push towards globalism that is now they're making their big push. You know what I mean? They're not just incrementally waiting for things to happen. They are taking serious, this corona is their opportunity to make their big push for a globalized system and possibly unified law, all around the planet.
Can I add to that? So we were speaking about subversion, right? If you look at on Twitter, Banks, I sent to you this short video about psychological warfare.
Yes.
And we played this like a while ago, but it's so on point that like it's worth for people who have not seen it to see it again. It's also just 2 minutes.
Is it the one with the guy in the elevator or people standing up in the doctor's office?
No. I just sent it to you right now.
Oh, you just sent it right now? Okay. Let me check.
They explain how to. So the word subversion, sometimes people are not too familiar with it. It's basically how to change how people think. Brainwashing is another word. How to brainwash a nation. It takes time, but if you have power,
other forms of subvert markets. How about we bring
you can brainwash
run companies that can sell below
a decade or two. You can change your norms. It's a great video if you want to play it.
Yeah. Let me. I'll set it up. You guys keep talking while I get this thing set up.
So obviously, like we're discussing such huge questions. We're basically asking the question: how do you save a nation? Right? It's a huge question. So, like, we are just simple people on the internet. Like, we don't have political representation. Our politicians do not represent us. These conversations are quite fringe. They're not mainstream, but they're growing in. So, we also have to remember, like, our ambition is very big. So this can make you depressed for real if you don't calm down with your expectations.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. You can feel very hopeless. It's a very hopeless sort of feeling of things just happening without you really having any kind of say over it. They're just, these actions are being acted upon you without your consent or your ability to even change it, even if you don't.
No influence. We don't have a voice.
Yeah, you just got nothing. Okay, I'll play the video now. It's 2 minutes 19 seconds.
The Chinese Communist Party has a saying when it comes to their warfare, psychological warfare operations, and other forms of subversion: strangle you with your own systems. In other words, observing how different countries operate, what is controversial within their systems, how does their system function, how can we use those systems to twist things around, to cause chaos, to mess things up, to use it against them. You say you believe in free speech? We'll have protests in your own backyard calling you out. You say you believe in free press? Well, we'll start up state-run media in your country, and we'll use those state-run media to lie to your population, to spread our propaganda. That's what they do. You believe in free markets? How about we bring state-run companies that can sell below cost and put your companies out of business and take over your industries? That's what they're doing, right? Strangle you with your own systems. And what is controversial in the United States? What is most controversial? Racism. This race narrative. They know they can use it. They've been doing it for a very long time. There are different groups, for example, Committee of 100 in the U.S., who every time a Chinese spy is arrested, they call it racism, because they know that's what we're sensitive to. The Chinese military has a doctrine on this, the three warfares doctrine: psychological warfare, media warfare, and legal warfare. This is publicly adopted into their military doctrine. This is part of their military system. Now, what are these? Psychological warfare is not necessarily lying to you. Psychological warfare is altering how you interpret information. And so when you see a virus coming out of China and people say this virus came out of China, if you call it the Chinese virus, they want to use this and twist it around and say it is racist if you talk about the origin of this virus. What is media warfare? Media warfare is the manipulation or control of outlets of information, not just news outlets, but say social media, online platforms, the ability to speak openly. Anything that would allow people to communicate would be a target of media warfare. And what is legal warfare? Legal warfare is a manipulation of international legal systems. The Chinese Communist Party, for them, this is adopted into their military code. This is war fighting to them.
There you go.
The Chinese.
Whoops. Sorry. Let me end this for you guys. Yeah. So did you guys hear that okay? I hope everybody heard that okay.
Banksy, I was muted and I was just listening to the YouTube audio and it was crystal clear, so everybody heard it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, the YouTube would have come out fine. I was just thinking on the StreamYard, but either way, it doesn't matter.
No, it was perfect. I'm sure I've discussed it with you before. Well, occasionally I do go on YouTube quite a lot, but not every day. But I sub to so many channels. What I do is if I see something, I'll go look at the stream, review it, maybe even download it. And one thing, I think I should bring this up. Maybe if it's wrong, just tell me, no, it's not for the stream. But there's a fella I've heard on many different YouTube lives called Abu Isha. You heard of this person?
No. Sorry, who's that?
Okay, well, he's a regular on Raspecs. Abu Isha is a regular on Raspecs, and he tends to chime in, and he likes to correct people on different things, etc., etc. And it was actually Raj that pointed out who Abu Isha actually was. And if I can, I would like you, it's a video from Slough Express, but this is who Abu Isha is. Obviously, his real name is in all the newspapers, etc. But this is one of Raspek's new, since he's become a Muslim. This is one of Raspek's. I don't know if he goes by the name of Raspek. I think it's Esau Bilal Raspek now. But this is one of his followers.
Seriously? Is that his Muslim name? Isa
No. That's his Muslim name because the poor fella, I don't know what he died of. It could have been COVID or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about Isa, the chap, the Muslim chap who died. So Raspek has taken on Isa's first name, Isa's name.
He was I think he was a big guy from Ghana, or he was maybe his parents were from. Well, Raspek initially, like I'm on Hangouts and I see stuff, but initially he was going to call himself Bilal, but when Esau died, sadly, he decided to, honor him with using his first name Esau and his second name Bilal, and his surname Raspek. So, yes. But anyway,
I see.
There's this fella.
Yeah, keep going.
There's this fella, and I'm sure you know, we've been around for a bit. I'm sure you know Jana Seeker. She's had many names. Samaya, Jana Seeker, Greenbird Productions. She sorts of kicks about with, the crazy Egyptian, what's his name? Uncle
Omar?
Uncle Arsehole, is it?
I don't know. Omar?
Uncle Omar. I'm just being sarcastic. Uncle Omar.
I see. Oh yeah. The guy who got banned from Speaker's Corner or something.
Yes.
Okay, so where is this going? I mean, is this related to?
No. Sorry. I might be just
like the main point.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This is like veering. We're veering off here. We were actually in the sort of
sorry.
So how does this tie in? Do these tie in? They don't tie in. They're just
yes. Of course. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked.
Circle round. Bring it in.
Right. Okay. Let me sum this up really quickly because I know I talk slow and I beg your pardon.
We're just venturing off to the left-hand side a little bit.
On Raspek's YouTube channel, he has somebody on a regular basis called Abu Isha, right?
Oh, yeah.
I will play you a video of Abu Isha, right, which put him in prison, but yet this is one of Raspek's supporters. Okay, this is one of his Muslim supporters. So I'll stick it in the back chat right now.
Give it to me and I'll play it.
It's from the police anyway, so it's not illegal and it's on YouTube. So play it.
Well,
but this is Abu Isha.
Let me. Okay. Thank you.
This is one of Raspek's buddies.
Let me copy and let me get it onto the mainstream here.
Well, why is
I'm going to mute.
How is Raspek relevant? I'm having difficulty following.
I think I'm not entirely sure how it's connected to the.
Simon, this is one of Raspek's regular panelists, and he supports Raspek to the hilt. And if there's any other Muslims on there that maybe have a difference of opinion, he will jump on there and he will correct them on a grand scale. But I'm going to go on mute.
Yeah,
so
guys,
you can
mute
play
up
the video.
so we can watch the video, and then I think the video might reveal what Paul's getting to.
When you get to Windsor Castle, I'm gonna do my window down. I'm gonna shut my
ولا لا ترحمي نجسا ويلوي لسانه ليا يقوم الليل يسكنه ويحلو يومه غيا
When there's this traffic painting, I want to put your window down. I want to charge some beer, Inshallah. Then we can do it,
Inshallah.
When there's that, if there is less traffic.
What does it be offered?
I'm not entirely sure what these guys are saying, but we'll keep going.
So you see a statue of the Queen here, just as the statue of Iraq of Saddam Hussein was toppled, the Taghut, so will the statue of the Queen will be toppled bi'idhnillah. When this land is liberated, when Fallujah was liberated, and when bi'idhnillah Windsor will be liberated. Maybe in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, maybe 30 years.
But they're in Windsor, UK. They're in Windsor, and they're like, they're talking about toppling the Windsor, the Queen Elizabeth statue, because when the Muslims take over, the problem is this is like they're just juxtaposed sort of positions where Muslims want to take over Britain, but the Chinese have also got ambitions. Somehow, I think the Chinese ambitions are far more attainable than the Muslims' ambitions. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Dawlatul Islam baqiya! Allahu Akbar!
Look at this. They're going through the streets of Windsor screaming like they're in Fallujah or Baghdad. It's this quiet suburban. They're screaming like it's some kind of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome event in a suburban area where there's like fucking moms, soccer moms, and people with fucking baby cots. There's literally no one on the road. There's just this quiet area. These guys are the Ali G's of jihad.
You have to pay to go on these trains, but bi'idhnillah, one day under the Khilafah there wouldn't be any taxis, for train fare. That's stupid, man. I mean, I remember back in the day I used to pay £4 just to go to.
Yes, because the Islamic Caliphate has money trees, right? The Islamic Caliphate will have money trees, and you won't have to pay to get on trains, because they will just Allah will magically bring you like Zamzam water. They'll bring you fucking money to run those trains. Would you like to go and see the train system in Pakistan? Would you like to see the train system in Pakistan to see how great Allah is treating those railway?
School, bro. What the hell, man?
Oh, this one, yeah.
That's good. This is the Windsor barracks of British Army, Kuffar Army, may they burn in hell.
Inshallah, you're dead in Jahannam and all the in Jannah.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
So brave, so beautiful, so brave.
So my response to this, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dude.
Yeah, my response to this would be that you just have to go to a YouTube channel called Memory TV and you get the same information.
Yeah,
it's actually being streamed on national TV all over the Muslim world. So this is not a surprise. Just go Memory TV. They say this all the time. When are we gonna declare jihad on the West? They speak about conquest. They speak about the Jews. This is basically. Okay, I have to close my balcony because this is getting heated.
You wanted to relax. There is no relaxing, is there, Simon? There is no relaxing. Oh my God.
Okay, it's closed now.
Yeah.
So follow Memory TV and you'll find lots of this information.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, the thing is, These are like they're like the jihad, the suburban jihadis. They're like the Ali G of jihadis. They're just LARPers, LARPing ISIS.
I want to say something. I think that the Islamic population has a blind spot. They don't see that the tsunami of ex-Muslims happening. It's very strong. Even their scholars are now starting to warn that their own children, they go to university and they come out as ex-Muslims. They didn't expect this. They were just thinking that let's just have a lot of children and we'll take over that way. But yeah, they're having difficulties keeping Muslims.
I know. I saw that video, dude. There's actually a YouTube channel now. Hold on. Let me just say hi to Raj. Raj, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Good man, good man.
Hey, Raj, how you doing, my man?
Just want to say,
big up,
I just want to confirm it was you before I switch over to the images, because I don't show the panel until I confirm. Otherwise, some little lullahs will appear on the stream. Right. We don't want people with lullahs. Snip.
I saw the video, and I know just when you are done, I'll give you more information about that video. I've learned quite a lot about it.
No worries, but I just wanted to say. As far as damn, that was on the tip of my tongue. It's gone. Can't believe it. My brain's gone. No, Simon, you were saying. Sorry, carry on.
You're starstruck.
I think what Raj is saying is more interesting. Raj, could you explain what we saw?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd seen that video. If I sound tired, it's because I am. I just did gardening for 2 days. Normally it takes me 1 day to do it, and it's taking me 4 days. That's how old and freaking unfit I am. I'm literally knackered, man. So when it comes to this situation, I've seen that video in 2017, and the voice of the guy is a regular and on the panels for the last couple of years. So the main guy talking, and he goes by the name Praise Salah or Abu Aisha.
That's what Paul was saying.
Yeah, so he's a regular on the panel. He's a right little prick. Yeah, it's not like he's changed his ways. And so the video come up, and I'd seen it ages ago, but then because he fell out with certain people, he said, "Oh, these people are not Muslims like Sir Faz and them lot. Obviously, they're going to piss them off." And so they said, "All right, let's go over this video then." And so that's when I realized that the guy that was in that video was Abu Aisha, this pompous little prick. Now, the problem with this is that, okay, people make mistakes when they're younger. He was around 19 at the time. And okay, people make mistakes. And if you've changed your ways, I'm willing to give people a second chance here. I think as a society, if someone's done something bad, we have to kind of like look past that and say, okay, yeah, let's move on. But the problem with this guy is that I don't think by his actions, the way he speaks, he has totally reformed. I think he still holds a lot of bad beliefs. So the guy that's driving with him was a guy called Talha Hussein, and Talha Hussein got 5 years for promoting terrorism and inciting terrorism, but the guy that's now on the panels got 0 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So he didn't get any for what, like planning terrorism? What kind of terrorist acts were they
basically
doing?
Talha Hussein is the other guy in the video, the one that's not talking so much, and he was best mates with Karam Butt. You know Karam Butt, who done the London Bridge attack.
Oh shit!
So also he was in the documentary Jihadi Next Door. So there's a Jihadi Next Door. There was all these guys. Yeah. One of the guys is the guy in the car. And so he's mates with Abdul Hakim, he's mates with the guys that went to ISIS and beheaded people. And so this little Abu Aisha guy, he's got a very dark past to be hanging around with. These are not your normal kind of hardcore guys. These are people that have gone on to actually kill people. Yeah.
Well, no, they are hardcore. They are very hardcore then.
Yeah, I'm saying they're
not just mouthy guys. These are guys actually have done shit.
Yeah, they're not the guys that just talk. They're the guys that go out and do stuff. So with this individual, I did the stream and I was like, okay, all right, because I'm sick and tired. Because I remember this guy. Remember when I was being called an extremist and people wanted to go to my temple and stuff? I remember this guy talking, and I'm like, dude, look us in your freaking backyard first before you start looking in my backyard.
But is he regularly now on Raspex, and he's being
Raspex and him don't get on though. Raspex, this is one of the other reasons he fell out. He was saying to Raspex that he's a Bengali guy. His real name is Haroon Saeed, and I'm not doxing him. That was in the paper.
Okay.
He's a Bengali guy, and he's saying that Respect is too obsessed with the Black Lives Matter and all of this stuff, and not about Islam. He doesn't care about the and so obviously they fell out. Yeah, you have to care about Muslims, not the race of the people. And so him and Respect fell out with Sir Faz. This is why all of this was then come out. Now the thing is, this particular guy jumped on my panel when I did the show, going over the videos and stuff. And instead of going, okay, I made a mistake, I was young, I was this, I was that, he goes, I don't care what you kuffar thinks. You're a kuffar, I don't care. I was like, all right, if that's the case, you don't care what I think, I'm going to do videos and videos about you, going over the videos, asking why you're not in prison and he is in prison, and who else you know. And that's why I know quite a lot about his case now. And he has no criminal conviction. I can't say I found out. He has no criminal convictions. Zero. Yeah, not even a freaking little minor. So what is he doing on his panels, spewing all this shit, and he's been hanging around with those individuals. I'm not saying he done anything to get a lighter sentence or not get thingy, but I'm telling you, it seems a bit suspicious.
Raj, can I cut in? I'm being sensible tonight. I'm not smoking weed or drinking or anything like that. So you'll get the best out of me. But how many times have we, me and you, been on Raspek's panel when Aisha has been on? And I'll tell you what, he's the first person to come on and he will correct other Muslims. And I'll tell you who he's in cahoots with. He's in cahoots with Jana Seeker, i.e. Samaya, and all the other ones that went sort of, like Uncle Omar and all these people. And he is an extremist. But the reality is he's one of Raspek's big chums and he's a mate. So say no more. That's all I've got to say on the matter.
No, but they're not mates anymore because he called him out and said he's not a Muslim because he's obsessed with black issues. And
really?
This is why his stories now come out, because he fell out with Respect over that.
I haven't been following it for a while.
Yeah. So that's how they've kind of, and obviously then said to he said something disgusting to Sir Faz about, he's gonna take his wife as a slave, a sex slave, and stuff about his mother. And so obviously Sir Faz is pissed off. So he went over the video, and people have outed him now. So yeah, I'm just sick and tired of this, calling other people extremists when you got people on panels that know people that really killed people, like real people that have killed people. You have Suleiman and all of these people and all of those guys.
Yeah, but Suleiman, as in from Speaker's Corner, Suleiman, little
Suleiman, the Care Bear jihadi.
Yeah, he hasn't killed anyone, though, has he?
No, but I'm saying he knows
them in her handbag.
Yeah,
he knows people. He knows the whole crew of Anjem Chowdhury. Now you have people in Anjem Chowdhury's crew that he has been photographed with.
That
have gone to ISIS and beheaded people on camera.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Hindu combat, I've forgotten his name. He was good mates with him. I've got loads of pictures with them two together.
Damn. Now the thing is, Suleiman, he's the equivalent of, like Paris Hilton, and she always has like a little chihuahua in her purse. He's like the jihadi version of that.
Yeah.
He is the pocket-sized jihadi. You can just keep him in your purse.
Yeah, but
no less dangerous.
But I don't like Faz. Yeah, Faz is a little cockroach. But he did say something for the first time that I thought, okay, he was making sense. But people have now turned on him for talking sense. This is the problem with the Muslim community. Sometimes, like, they will defend the indefensible. Like, I don't understand, the logic behind it. If a Sikh brother of mine, was like, I don't know, thinking about blowing something up, I'm not gonna freak him or keep it under wraps because he's Sikh. I'll be straight down to the police, man. I'll be like, all right, no, not because I want to do it, but it could be my mother walking past the freaking road. It could be my brother. It could be my freaking cousin. Yeah, when that person's doing something. How did they? And that's what Faz said the other day. And now, obviously, Faz has now got the heat of the Muslim community going, oh, you're siding with the kuffars and Raj and all that kind of stuff. But it's a sensible thing to say. Think about your own. If you don't care about the UK, at least think about your own family and your relatives.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we have a new challenger on the panel. Sorry, let me just switch over first. We have the War Kettle himself, Jay. Big up, big up.
Oh shit! Big ups all around. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and every other gender in the panel that I don't know of?
They're all blokes. It's an testosterone-driven panel.
But for all I know, someone here could identify as an attack helicopter. I don't know what you identify as Banks.
War Kettle. I actually am a female. I've just got a bit of a deep voice.
See, that's why I was very inclusive.
I'm a Raj meter. That's a new.
My name is Palanda. Palanda, and I support Black Lives Matter. Palanda. It used to be Paula, but since Black Lives Matter came into the scene, I'm now Palanda.
Oh, I see.
Fair
I see. Do you have multicolored
please
hair?
address me as Palanda.
He has purple hair as well.
Banksy?
I
was
see.
right.
You're
I
right.
was right.
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize if I assumed anyone's gender on the panel.
You fucking did. You did, Banksy. I mean, that's like a hate crime, you know. I think I should ring up the Met Police and have you reported for hate crimes.
I should be hung, drawn, and quartered for my misspoken misunderstanding of human diversity, sexual diversity. Yes, I apologize. So everyone, you can feel comfortable knowing whoever you are, whatever gender you identify as, or non-gender.
So what's the subject?
What's
of
the subject?
Tonight,
Subject is Shamima Bingham, the initial big one, but I mean we've delved into multiple different things. But initially,
I'm glad she's coming home, though. If you want
you're not even. You're
coming home.
She's coming home.
Coming home.
Jihadi's coming home.
Coming home. The jihadi's coming home. We're gonna chop some heads off. Coming home. We don't need them.
Oh, it's so bad.
No, I'm in favour of her coming home. I've said this since day one, since she had her citizenship revoked. But yeah, like, I don't like the precedent that, like, obviously it's a bit different if we give citizens to people who come here, you know, as children or as adults or whatever, and we give them citizenship. Yeah, that's fine. It's up to the government to revoke that. Same with people who apply for it. But with her, she was born here like I was born in Britain. So I don't like the precedent of the government being able to go, oh, you were born here, doesn't matter. We're taking your citizenship away. I don't like that at all.
They didn't take it away because she just, like, you know, ran a red light or did some speeding or shoplifted. She went and joined a murderous cult that literally has raped and killed.
Man, I know that. I know that.
It's not like I'm sorry, I accidentally, you know, forgot to pay for my petrol and drove off. And when they took her citizenship away.
Can I just put my little Sikh 2 pence worth in? What it is, look, as an immigrant, I know, I mean, look, I think if you're here for just one generation and you've already gone to ISIS, I think revoke that citizenship for that person. Now, if they're here for like 4 or 5 generations, all right, fair enough. Why should they, you know, maybe they make a mistake? She hasn't earned her place in the UK, in my opinion.
Okay.
She's
only been in the UK for like 14 years of her life, and the first thing she does is go abroad and
don't we have traitor laws in this country?
We do, and that's why I want her put on trial for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's
what's the
fair
punishment
enough,
for
you know?
traitors, though?
Life in prison. Well, up to life in prison.
It used to be a death sentence. It isn't anymore because we don't have death sentences anymore. But that's what it
technically we do have the death sentence, but the death sentence only applies if you try to kill the monarch.
So that's the only death sentence that's applicable.
Yes.
So I have a question. I mean, the monarch in your country is like the highest authority, right? In Great Britain.
Yeah, the crown. Yeah.
So what do you think is the reason that the Queen is so silent once like her country is being like disinfected?
Because her job is to keep quiet. She's
basically
Parliament and the Downing Street act on her behalf, and so it's up to us, the people, to vote these people in, and then they act on our behalf. She basically gives them authority to use her power on her behalf. And in our constitution, it's against our constitution for her to say anything publicly and interfere. Yeah, if she did, then that's when basically we would abolish the monarchy and become a republic, essentially.
But she has like the overall responsibility, like she can step in, right? Her country is being ruined. Right?
Yes and no. It's a very, like, she will advise the Privy Council and the Prime Minister and other ministers that can go see her, and she will give them her honest opinion, and she will advise them. But at the end of the day, it's all up to Downing Street and all up to Parliament to
you got to realize,
enact
Takia,
it.
Britain they're a toothless monarchy. They're not like a king of old days, King Arthur and the Caesars of Rome.
Yeah.
They don't have supreme power. They were actually overthrown.
She does.
Well,
but
she does, but she can't enact upon it because
all she can do is open Parliament, and all she can do is knight someone. There's not really much the Queen can do.
Well, no, you have to go to the Queen for approval to go to war. But then again, you need Parliament to approve it to go to the monarch to ask.
But if she said no, the government is not going to listen to her. It's just superficial.
This is what I'm saying. She's a toothless monarch.
That's what we're saying.
It's a toothless monarchy. It's not an actual, because this country officially got rid of its monarchy during the Oliver Cromwell period. It was reinstated as this type of a monarchy. So if it's
yes
not.
And no.
Wasn't it? Didn't Cromwell reinstate the monarchy?
When we reinstated the monarchy with Charles II, we did give him most of absolute power, but we also kept some for Parliament. And then over the years, more and more power has been taken away from the monarch to Parliament.
Oh my dear! But either way, I mean, the fact is that this country kind of had its French Revolution in some way, except they kept the monarchy as a figurehead in order to keep the country together, because they felt that this country needed a monarch, whilst the French, they went straight for republic. Otherwise, this country would be a republic if they didn't feel that they needed a monarch.
How many times did they go through the republic, though? They had, what are we, on the 9th French Republic right now or something?
But I mean, nevertheless, the French went straight for, the whole republic thing. Similar sort of situation with Germany and a few other countries. There's only a handful of countries in Europe which are monarchies, or the constitutional monarchies.
All European monarchs are constitutional monarchies now. There isn't. Well, I mean, technically, I suppose Liechtenstein is an absolute monarchy.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, how about Monaco? How about Monaco? Monaco is a monarchy.
Kinda.
But they're
it kinda is. They have a crown prince. It's very. This is the thing. It's like European governments with monarchies involved is really they are all figureheads.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they also have divine power, all the power.
Well, I mean,
it's a case of simply, if the monarch uses all that power,
the people will overthrow them, and they'll destroy the monarchy. So they don't they can't use it, because if they decide to use it, then the people would naturally overthrow them and turn it into a republic. So they're being, I mean, let's be honest, Simon. Most of these monarchs in Europe, they're just fat paid, overpaid, well-paid pageants. That's what it is. It's pageantry. It's not real power.
I'm in favor of it.
What I mean is, it's not. The power isn't really in their disposal. So they, like you saying that the Queen would step in to stop the country. No, the Queen wouldn't. That's the problem. The Queen really wouldn't.
She wouldn't.
So this country could, slowly wither its way into an Islamic caliphate, and the Queen would just fucking go along with it.
So grab your popcorn then.
How would we be an Islamic caliphate, though? Because the monarch would still be the head of Church of England, so it would be a weird situation where the monarch is the head.
Well, eventually, what would happen is that I'm saying that in the politics of the country would change into a more of an Islamic, situation, and then eventually one of these would turn Britain or declare Britain as a caliph and overthrow the monarchy. That would be the final step.
So I was listening to Faz's show the other day, and some of the stuff that people say is just so outrageous. So you have certain Muslims that aren't even really practicing Muslims saying that we should have the right to have Sharia state, certain areas that are run by Sharia only, and we have our own laws within those areas. What's the problem with that? And they're openly discussing this stuff.
That's segregation. Okay, if we're going to do that, then why can't the white nationalists have their own area where they get to pick and choose?
No.
Then why can't the blacks have their own area?
No, the Muslims can have their own area. They can have their own area. They absolutely can. They can have Syria.
Yeah, but they shouldn't.
They can have Iraq. They can have Pakistan. They can have Libya, Morocco, Egypt. Oh, they can have their own state. They just have to fuck off out of England and go and have their own state. They just won't have it in this country.
War Kettle, can I chip in? I'm not awfully sure whether you live in UK or out with UK, but it's not really relevant. But I work, let's say, for example, in Holland, Germany, and France. And I can tell you something that I've seen over the years that's like progressed on a massive scale is like there was never any segregation. Everybody sort of just did their own thing. But nowadays there is Muslim areas and there is like other people's areas. It's not like there's Jewish areas or there's French areas. It's Muslim areas or other areas. And that is predominant throughout the European Union. And it is so in your face, you cannot ignore it. So it is happening. Trust me on that, fella.
Yeah, but I would say, look here, people, look, this can sound controversial, but I don't have an issue with people wanting to live next to people that are similar to them. You know, like, I don't really have an issue with it per se. I don't think it's great if it's like you've got pockets of places where there's only that community. But if people want to like be next to white people or want to be next to people that are from their own kind of religion and stuff, that's fine. But when it becomes a problem is that those areas start to resemble a separate, different country. On top of that, it starts to have their own kind of rules and regulations within there that are contrary or opposed to, say, the indigenous land like the UK. Yeah, that's when it becomes problematic. And this is what's happening in certain parts of the UK where you have, like, you know, enclaves of, like, you know, these little areas with massive Muslim populations. And what's happening is they're slowly starting to regulate themselves through these Sharia courts and all this kind of stuff. And that's where the problem occurs, I think. You know, like, it's just not acceptable.
That's why we need a robust...
so that's where I would...
Well, that's why we need a robust nation, a robust politicians to stamp it out. Sorry, Walkettle, go ahead.
That's all right. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have these issues like... So if people as individuals choose to live with people that they identify with, be it religious or race or whatever, that's fine. My issue is when the government put these people together and be like, oh, you're all the same, so we'll stick you all together. You know, when the government do that, that's a problem. That's segregation by the government. If they do it as individuals, well, that's up to them. When it comes to areas changing to identify those areas, I mean, we've had Chinese doing it for centuries, not just in Europe, but in America, where you have little Chinatown and stuff like that. I don't actually have a problem with that. However, my issue is when they start going, and let's be honest, it's mainly Jews and Muslims that do this, where they're like, oh, no, we're going to regulate ourselves, we're going to have our own police. Like in New York, and in London, actually, there's fucking Jews, the Orthodox, where they're like, oh, no, this is our police force, this is our ambulance service for our area. And I'm like, no. You get to use the same as everyone else. Having these communities self-regulate themselves is unacceptable.
This is the argument that they put forward, and it's a valid argument. Like, one group is allowed to do it, because I think there's the area in London where they have their own hospital that only Jews can go to. They have their own kind of like ambulance and police force. And yeah, it is kind of a double standard up to some point. But I don't know whether
it should be allowed.
But the thing is, I don't know whether the Jews have a particular legal system which is so contrary to the UK legal system.
No,
they do, and it is.
Jews have the Old Testament legal system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
and that fucking thing is just barbaric.
Yeah.
It's worse than the Muslims, really.
It's pretty much on par, yeah. If you look at the Old Testament laws, that's what the Jews have. Jews have these things. Jews have a thing called the Beth Din, which is the Jewish Old Testament legal system, just like Sharia courts, except this is how Sharia courts came about. It came about because the Muslims started to complain that the Jews have a court, the Beth Dins, that are separate in Britain to the rest of the country. Well, that was the argument.
But they have a valid point then. I mean, that's a valid point. Like, if one group can do it, then one can. Now,
that's the problem. We shouldn't allow one group. We shouldn't allow any group to do this. One law for all. One law for all. We live in Britain. British law is for everyone. You want to have your own laws. There's Israel for Jews. There's Muslim nations for Muslims. Go and have your laws there. You live in Britain, you have British law. That's it.
Well, hold on. Can I just say that Israel isn't run by Jewish law, though?
Well,
it's a secular
no, but
nation.
what I mean is, if you want to change it, then if you're a Jew, good luck. Go to Israel. Give it your best shot.
Is it Stamford Hill? Stamford Hill.
Sorry? Hello, my darlings. I don't know if I'm back on or not. Hello. I don't know if I'm back. If I'm back, let me know that I'm back. I guess I might be back. Okay, guys, if I'm back, let me know. I'm actually having to, my internet went down. Hello. I don't know if I'm back. Okay. It looks like I am back. At least what it looks like. But one thing I will say, it appears that my main house internet has gone down. So I'm tethering from my phone for a few minutes in order for me to be able to wrap up the show, because I can't actually keep running the show off my what's it called, off my phone, because it's just too much bandwidth this thing takes up for me to run this mofo. You're back, and so will I real soon. Okay. You're back, and so will I real soon. Banksy got back. Yes, I got back. Got the link. No, guys, I can't run my internet unless my household, shit. It looks like my household internet is down. Is the internet just rebooting? Yeah, it's rebooting now, but I think it's external. It's not internal. So I'm gonna call this a show for now, because we're at 2 hours anyway. I'm gonna end the show with this StreamYard, with this tethering from my phone, because I just can't realistically run a show off my off the like this. The signal is a bit slow, and generally I'm not comfortable with it as it is. Okay. Oh damn, guys are still on the panel. Seems a bit weird. Okay.
He actually provides content with
guys,
us. Oh, we're live,
can you-
so I better shut up.
No, it's okay. So, guys, look, I'm gonna end. I'm
live now. What?
We are actually on YouTube. It's just what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the show because I'm running this whole thing off my phone at the moment, off the phone's internet, and I'm not too. It's not great. The signal strength is shite, and generally it's just managing it. So I'm gonna end my show, but thank you guys for coming. I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Well, all I can say, Banksy, it's a pleasure as always. If you're up later on, I will have a wee. I want to have a wee discussion with you about Kali Linux on Discord.
Yes.
And I can guide you through that and Python 3 and all that good shit.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
It's been a good stream. Nice first time speaking to you, Kettle. All the best to you. Hopefully speak to you soon.
Yes, indeed.
you
Thank you,
will.
Jay. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I'll catch up with you, Paul, about Kali Linux. I'm gonna set up a VMware on my machine here, VBox, and just run that thing and see how it's all about. Thank you, Jay. As always, you are awesome. I'm sorry, guys, had a little internet issues in the middle of all this, but
Banksy, don't lie. I reckon Sabida's came round and she's brought you roses and champagne and chocolates, and you're settling down for a night of passion.
That's what it is. That's exactly it. Because Zabida
I know you.
is the
you're
one that
fucking
that
fly
rings
fox.
my bell.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks,
All
guys.
the best,
I'm out.
guys.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care, Jay. Have a great time in that wonderful sunny paradise that you live in. I hate you a lot. Laters. Okay, guys. Okay, boys and girls. Sorry, this whole thing just turned into a giant shit show. And it's okay. It's about a good time to end it anyway. But thanks to everyone that showed up. Thank you for everyone who's watching now. If you're still watching, I don't know at this point anymore. This thing has gone crazy. But I don't know. It's amazing. YouTube just kept on running, and so did Banksy in bubble bath soon. Yes. Whatever. Thank you, guys. I just want to quickly, plug my shit a little bit more whilst I'm at it. Let us be what's it called? Let us grift away one more time. Yes, for those of you who do not know, the Banksy style merch store is up and running. Yes, get your Hello My Darlings t-shirts, sweatshirts, the Banksy shirt, the Banksy logo shirt, at least for now, until Banksy sues me, and then I have to probably take it off. I don't know if if the Banksy art is for free, then maybe we can do something with that. I have altered it, but anyway, Hello My Darlings and the Banksy logo on all sorts of different merchandise. It's all available at Spreadshirt. Go to shop.spreadshirt.co.uk, link in the underpants section below, right there, right in the crotch area. So go to the link, click on it, buy some shit, and if you buy some shit now, you will get 15% off that shit, which will make it a 15% cheaper shit than what you see here. So all these prices, 15% off for the next 13 days, thanks to our good friends at Spreadshirt. So yeah, go buy my shit. I need money. It's coronavirus. Clearly, don't feed your family. Buy my shit. Yes. Forgo feeding your family during this incredibly difficult time of the corona and just buy my shit. I have to say that I am buying definitely one of these Hello My Darling caps and a t-shirt. The one I like, which I designed, not this one. There's a really funky this one. I love this one. This one looks great. I'm definitely getting this. I am definitely getting this t-shirt. It looks really good. It's £23, but you do get 15% off that. So it's not £23, it's £23 minus 15%. So go ahead, go buy my shit, and stop eating and feeding your children and wearing clothes. Yeah, buy my stuff, because that's what's really important in life. I'm joking. All I'm saying is, if you do happen to have a liking for some of these designs, at least you're getting something for your money. I've been wanting to do a Hello My Darling sort of design for ages. It's just been on my mind. I wanted to do a Hello My Darlings t-shirt, and here it is now. We finally did it. I think it looks great. I think it's really, really cool. There's nothing on the back. Well, I mean this particular design, but there's nothing on the back anyway of any of them. They're all just this. The V-neck. We have a V-neck Hello My Darlings. I actually like the V-neck as well. I think this particular one looks good. Obviously, there is a black one with a black writing. If you want it, you can go to the black writing. And as I said, we have everything. We have women, we have men, we have the lot. Go and buy my shit is the message of the day. Buy my shit. Let me grift. Banksy style toilet brush. Send one to Zabina. Oh my god. I will buy one, I promise. It's okay. You don't have to. But toothpaste. Oh my god. I am looking for Banksy style sunglasses actually. That is something I'm trying to find, but none of these sort of shops do it. So I have to actually literally have it created myself and then ship it out. But for now, go buy my shit, as they say. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for coming, for hanging out. Love you all. And I am going to try to end this with some music. What should we finish with? There you go. Sahara Rains. There's some Middle Eastern music. Don't forget, as always, like, subscribe, and share, because sharing is caring. We all know this. Oh yeah. We're ending it on this, kids.